Uh-oh. Still trying to play around with this thing. If I fade it enough where you see all the Tecumseh, then you won't see me. And if I fade it so you just see me, you won't see all the Tecumseh. So let's see. Let's see. I think Snobby's out there. Let's see. Oh. Uh-oh. The screen just fell down. Uh-oh. Let me put it back up. Hold on. Oh, you know why? I have green curtains in here, actually. So it's using the green. It actually works on the green curtains. I don't know. Take it down. There he is. I did it just for you, Mick. Just for you. Now I'm still learning. I went to Dollar Store and I bought a green like tablecloth, but it's so thin that you have to fold it in half, and then you could barely see through it. But I didn't realize that the green drapes in here would allow me to do it. Yeah, I could change it all around. No big deal. But it's just cool how it works with just about anything. It's pretty cool. Free app. You just go into where you have the cam and mic and you hit green screen and boom, there you go. So I got to find something a little bigger and darker green because, like I said, what I have up in there now is so thin green that you can almost see through it. Maybe at night when the sun's not shining through. Oh, Mick, I wanted to tell you, AJP, he commented on one of my videos where he wants to know, he's got a Suffolk Punch 43, I think it is, and he wants to know what engine is on it because he freed up the exhaust valve, but now he says it won't start. And I asked him what kind of engine it was, and I said, you'd know because you do the Suffolk Punches all the time. I think he said Suffolk Punch 43, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, still a rookie snob, but I'll get it. I'll have to get some good green stuff. If you go into here, watch, I'll fade it a little more. Hold on. Let me try the fading. Hold on. Let's see what happens. Where's the fading? Green screen. Let me try fading it a little more. Hold on. Gets rid of it. How's that, Mick? We'll keep that up there forever. Or I could just slowly have my face come in. There you go. That's a pretty cool feature, the fade feature. Not bad. But anyway, we'll see. Like I said, I need a good green cloth that's thick because, like I said, the one I bought at the dollar store, you can literally see through it. So, but anyway, let me see. Where's my other one? Hold on. Let me try something else. Cam mic, green screen. Hit the fade.
Why don't you get that rollout green turf?
Yeah, I gotta get a good green screen or something. Gotta get something good and green. You know. But we'll see. Yeah, once you start playing with it, it's easy to play with. But right now, like I said, until I get a good green screen, it's going to be a little bit of bush league. But we'll see. Hey, that's true too. I actually thought I had a green T-shirt because if I had that, then I can make my head float up and down. You know. But that's all right. I was gonna say, what time is it there? It's dinner time there, right? About 5 o'clock. It's lunchtime here, noon. So, who else we got? We got Snob, we got Small Engine Nation, we got Mick. Who else we got? But anyway, now today, it's Columbus Day. I had a plumbing issue I had to fix. It's actually the anniversary of my father's passing, so I usually take that off, go to the cemetery, whatever. So, but it's a rainy, it's kind of a miserable day here, so I figure, play with the green screen. That's all. Hey, Willie, I don't mind the Tecumsehs, I think the Tecumsehs are okay. Are you going to do another stream, Willie? Because I saw you were trying it the other day. Uh-oh. Fill. Who's Fill? I see him in the basement. I don't know who he is, though. Touch your nose, Phil, if it's... All right. I'm going to try it, but hopefully you're not a troll.
Oh, come on. You think I'm a troll, Ken?
Fill. What? Hey, but who are you? Do I know you?
Small Engine Nation, Phil's Lawn Care, Ace Repair, the whole 9 yards.
I never saw Fill. That's what I was wondering.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
going on? What's going on?
Nothing,
like
Ken.
Yeah.
You know, I keep on missing your live streams because, hold on. Actually, let me fix my audio. I don't have my, let me get my headset.
Yeah. I'll say you
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, we'll make it smaller. People don't want to see our big faces. You want a phone in the truck or in the house or where?
I'm in my truck trying to
Oh, you just hit me.
hook up my Bluetooth headset, but give me a moment.
Yeah. No, when I try my phone in my truck, I don't know if I don't have a perfect signal, it comes out crappy. So, you working today or just hanging out?
So I'm out working, yeah. I have a job. Let me take these out. They're not working. So I have a lawn care job to do. First finished off a huge mobile park complex, and now I'm headed off to do a trimming job.
No, that's your business or
hedge trimming. What was that?
that's your business though, lawn care or?
Yeah, so basically I have a lawn care business and a small engine repair business. I run and operate both. I don't have any employees, so it's just me doing doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I'm done with my lawn care services, I jump on over to the garage and fix the small engine. So I'm doing both at the same time. And I mean, I enjoy it. I have time for both of them and have no issues operating both businesses. That's just what I like to do. I like the entrepreneurship. I like to run a business. I like doing the numbers, the taxes. It's all, fun and games for me. Yeah. And actually doing the work itself too. But eventually I want to find some employees to run the lawn care side while I jump in full time to do small engine repair. So
now, does your lawn care side take you into the winter at all, or is this it come leaf time?
Clarify that again.
Now that it's leaf season, are you done for the year, or do you do winter as well with the lawn care, property stuff?
Yeah, so lawn care takes me all season. Let's just say February and March are the 2 months that I don't work because it doesn't snow here in Washington State. And those 2 months, you got to save up enough money to cover your expenses, your living expenses, personal salary, whatever you need to have some kind of money cushioned away in order to cover your expenses for those months. Because again, it doesn't snow, and if it doesn't snow, then there are no snow blowers to work on. People aren't going to be bringing in their snow blowers because usually people bring in their snow blowers in October, November. So I'm going to call California Spain calling me. I never pick up out-of-state calls,
Oh, I get them all the time. So what part of Washington? You up north or south or where? Because I have friends of mine in Puget Sound, Seattle, that area.
Spokane, Washington. So I'm in eastern Washington. So
yeah, a little warmer or less snow. Right?
Yeah, I'm right on the Idaho. I'm on the border, but I'm like 30 minutes away from the Idaho border.
Oh, okay. So you got some good weather, yeah.
Yeah, right now it's 51 degrees outside. We are having a really cold week this week. I'd say like the highs of 55. Last week was highs of 80s. Now this week is just like 55s out of nowhere. So I got a sweatshirt, undershirt, hat. I mean, last week I was wearing shorts and a shirt, and sweating when I'm mowing lawns, and now it's like freezing. So I know the grass isn't going to grow much. We end our mowing season in October, and so I'm starting to I'm starting to advertise and market my small engine repair, which I should have been done. It should have been done earlier, but I'm pushing people to bring in their lawnmowers to winterize. They're bringing in their snow blowers to get them tuned up before the rush, that type of deal. So I'm working on that right now. And as soon as I send that out, usually I get, 8 to 10 snow blowers in the shop right away to get them, serviced. And after that, it's just, if you're not advertising in this game, I don't think that, unless people know you, unless you have a word of mouth in this business,
that's what I do.
No one really finds, because if people type in small engine repair in my city, I mean, you get like 20, 30 shops, and it doesn't even have to be a shop. It can be in someone's garage, like me. I work in my garage, but I have a Google My Business, which shows, Phil Small Engine Repair on a Google My Business account. So I come up in my location at my house, the location on there. So people locally that search for small engine repair, I will pop up first on the list. So that's the only reason why I put it on there, and to collect reviews, so people,
someone did my name years ago on one of those Yelp things, Yelp, and for some reason, people, when they type in my name in my town of Trumbull in Connecticut, it'll come up, and it'll actually come up with my address and everything. And at first I'm like, I don't want my address out there. You know what I mean? But then again, I've been doing it 20 years on the side, but people know me. They know where I live. They just drop stuff off in my driveway with a note and say, fix it and call me when it's ready. So to me, it's all word of mouth. I do not advertise anything. And I'll be honest, I got more work than I can deal with, to be honest with you.
Ken, that's when you need to expand your business. That's when you need to start hiring an employee to run your business, so you can drive in the sales and work at the same time. And I feel like some people want to stay small. Some people want to work on their own equipment. Be the only have no employees. Work on the machines themselves. But I feel like if you want to grow a business, you got to start thinking about hiring employees. If you have so much work on your shoulders, so much stress, and you have no time to pump out all these machines, then you need to start looking into, hiring an employee and paying him a salary or something like that, or starting off minimum wage and training him to repair these machines. And then over time, if the business still continues to, kind of outgrow the two of you, you start getting a third guy. You need to looking into maybe renting a shop, opening up, having like a business location and getting things going, maybe start selling equipment, start selling parts, that type of retail side of things. Yeah. So that's what I want to get into my lawn care business. I want guys to actually operate the lawn care side. I'll be selling all the jobs, doing all the estimating, and maybe hiring like an office manager. So I'll have three employees in the lawn care side doing all the lawn care. While I'm operating the small engine repair business and starting, slowly growing that business as well. So that's just me. Again, a lot of guys like to stay solo, especially in the small engine repair business. People start off in their garages like I'm still the lowest guy on the list, working in a garage. But I do want to succeed, and I do want my business, small engine repair business, to grow too. I don't want to be doing this for the rest of my life. I don't feel like turning a wrench for the rest of my life. I want to sit back in the office, answer calls and go out and sell jobs and bring in more work for my guys to do. So that's just me.
This is your livelihood, though. This is what you do for a living, basically, with the lawn care.
Yeah. So this is, I don't have any other jobs. I don't have a 9-to-5. I don't do anything else, but my primary business is lawn care. That's like my money maker. That's what drives that's what brings in my income. Small engine repair, that's just like, it's almost like a side hustle. Let's just call it.
That's what it is for us. I mean, Dick, our friend here, Dick Small Engines, Dick Hawker, he just said most of us, like myself included, I work a 40 to 50 hour work week in my normal job, which pays the bills and everything else. I mean, I'm close to 60 years old, so I don't really need a lot right now. So the 20-year-old hobby is sort of still just a hobby. And to me, I call it coffee money, because what I can do by only doing it like a hobby, I can say yes or no to anybody. So if someone calls me up or emails or whatever and says, can you work on this? Well, either I could plan it or I could say, nah, not interested right now, or I'll recommend somebody else. I'll never say no just like that. I'll always have someone else I could say, go to this guy or that guy, because I don't really want to say no to anybody.
Always good to have a reference. If you don't know, if you're not comfortable repairing that machine, or if you just don't have the time, it's always good to just reference it out.
Yeah, a lot of it's the time though, because I'll be honest with you, I'm in work usually at 6 a.m. I get home around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And usually after that 10, 11 hours, I don't really want to do much, but sometimes I'll get home and I'll say, hey, it's a nice day out. And hey, why not? Let's start doing some stuff, and I'll do it. But the weekends, I'm a football guy here in the US. 1 o'clock on Sunday, forget it. That's it. It's football time. So for me, right. I'll get up early. I'm up at 4 or 5 in the morning. I'll start working on stuff. And by 12, 1 o'clock on a Sunday, that's it. I'm done. But Saturday, oh my God, 6 in the morning till dark. I'm outside working on stuff. So it's been that way for 20 years, But to me, what's nice about it is it was fun money. I reinvest every dime either into my stomach by going out to eat or buying tools. Okay, so that's usually, and that's anybody here, I got a big stomach, but I could, that's where my money goes. Half of it probably goes to food and the other half goes to tools. And I just reinvest. And it's funny, people say, oh, the IRS, this and that. I said, you know what? If the IRS ever came down to me and look at actually what I made, I'd say, you know what? I'll give you all the receipts for all the tools I bought and you'll owe me money,
Yeah. Yep. So how about this question, Ken? Have you ever thought or had the thought of quitting your 40, 50 hour work, job or whatever? I'm not sure what you do full time, but and transitioning into Ken Small Engine like full time?
Never.
Have you ever thought?
Never. And let me tell you why. Mick, I'll be with you 1 second, buddy. I'll tell you why. Touch your nose, Mick. All right, let's get Mick up here. Touch your nose, Mick. Come on, touch that nose. Don't shake it, or else I'll put more Tecumseh up. Where are you? No, but let me answer that question real quick. I started out in engineering. I have a degree in mechanical engineering. I have a degree in management, and I have an MBA. Okay. So over the years, when I started out as an engineering technician, I was into manufacturing because I just love how things are made. I was the kid who took apart the toaster and all that stuff. So yeah. Loving it and knowing how things were made, I always said to myself, I want to be an engineer. So I studied, I became an engineer, technician, all that stuff, did that, was an engineering manager, machine designer, all that stuff. I did that. Now that I got the job where I am at Lockheed, my Sikorsky division here with the helicopters that we build, I am a supervisor that handles all the machinery repair in my areas where we build the actual rotor blades. And I was a supervisor doing it for years. And then when the job came up in maintenance saying, hey, how'd you like to head all the mechanics and electronic technicians that repair the equipment that so well? And I said, great. And it was a good paying job, and so to me, this is, I'm the type where I got about 10 years left where I can fully retire and just do all small engines, but it's a decent gig. I love what I do. I love my men, and it's a good team. It's a good crew. We have a good time, and it's nice to go into work and you enjoy it. So I'm not going to kill that. But in 10 years from now, when I'm retired, yeah, I may decide to do LLC and go legit and all that.
Cool. That's yeah, I was the same way. I went to college. I went to a community college, not knowing what I was going to do with my future. And I went ahead and I thought I was going to be a painter, like an auto body guy. I thought I was going to repair cars, paint them, because I love doing that. But I figured soon that it was a hobby. It wasn't actually something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Yeah. So I went ahead and got a small engine repair job at a local hardware store. I was the small engine shop manager / mechanic / customer service. I was doing everything. So, I was answering the calls. I was ordering parts. I was doing the inventory. So I was doing it all. And it was kind of sucky. I was making like minimum wage. I was making at that time like $12 an hour. So to me, I finally realized that I wasn't going to go anywhere with this job. They weren't going to raise me up to, $20 an hour where I felt comfortable and could actually afford, starting a family and paying my rent and all that. I knew I couldn't afford that $12 an hour. So I had to get out. I had to find a business where I felt comfortable and find a business that would actually be profitable and make me money to where I can live comfortably. So that's where I started. That's where I started my lawn care business, and it tripled my income with the first month. It brought in so much money that I was just like, okay, I need to quit. And I was still working that 9 to 5.
Really?
So I'm like, yeah. I mean, I was.
Now that you say that, though, I'm curious because I see so many lawn people, and you look at some of the equipment. I forget the one. You probably follow them. Oh, Spencer. You know Spencer's Lawn Care, the husband and wife team that do the lawn care. You've probably seen their website or their YouTube, really big. But they're buying $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 equipment. And I'm saying, are you really making that kind of money and brand new trucks and this and that? It just seems like it's a lot of expenses for the equipment. What's your payback? What's your return on investment? You know?
So let me be honest with you. Last month, September, I made 11 grand just by myself mowing lawns, and that's mowing lawns, trimming hedges, cleaning up leaves, and blowing out sprinklers. So actually in October I was blowing out sprinklers. I wasn't doing that in September, but mowing lawns, trimming trees. I mean, the easiest stuff in the world that anybody can do. Yeah. I made 11,000 by myself.
Wow.
5,000 of that was sucked into expenses, and so some of the money I made, I reinvested back into the business, and the rest of the money I keep for myself. So I pay myself like a $4,000 salary. I try to pay myself $4,000 every month.
Now, are you LLC or
LLC? Yeah. Okay. So I put away 28% for taxes. Yep. Everything that I make, 28% of that gets sucked into taxes into a tax account, and that money doesn't get touched until it's my quarterly time to pay taxes. So. A lot of guys fail in this business because they don't collect their tax, and when Uncle Sam comes to get his cut, they don't have any money to pay, those taxes. So they run into legal issues, and then they just quit business and go bankrupt. And
well,
so you got to play.
Saying that, we got Boneyard done. Excuse me 1 second, Phil. Saying that, Boneyard, you do it is it the hobby now, or is it what you do?
No, it's just a side business. I work for the town police as a regular 40-hour.
That's right.
What? Okay. What? And I put all the police cars together. I do all the wiring.
Oh,
my best friend does that.
I thought you said you were a policeman.
No, but my dad had this business, and that's all he ever did. That was his main thing. And then when he retired, I took it over as a side business. And I mean,
I think if ever I was going to do it as a business, LLC, take advantage of the tax number and all that, I would have to be free of my other job, because I think it takes a lot really to keep up with it and do good. And I think only having a few hours a night and the weekends wouldn't be enough time for me.
Well, I do got an LLC with it. I did take that out just because my wife works in the lawyer's office, and it's probably a good thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of mine is cash, and if Uncle Sam don't need the cash, he don't need the cash, But but anyway.
Same with me. When people pay me cash, I'm all for it, So you don't have, nobody needs to know about it. Nobody needs to know how much you made. So
yeah,
I had one customer one time who was bitching at me about, well, you're under the table, this and that. I said, here you go. Your bill's $75, and I tell the story all the time. Now you're going to give me a check for $75 and a check for $25. And he goes, what are you talking about? Because that $25 check you're going to make out to U.S. Treasury, because I'm going to send that as the tax on the bill that you just paid. And he looks at me and he's like, oh, forget it.
Yeah.
I mean,
the big landscapers that I work for, they pay checks and stuff. So, that's what carries the LLC.
I don't mind doing the LLC and paying the quarterlies and all that, but people have to realize when they come to you value added, because you're charging $40 an hour under the table versus $100 at the dealer with no liability, not liability, no taxes and overhead and all that stuff. You get what you pay for. I understand that. But if it's all on the up and up, go to the dealer. Wait a month. Pay 3 times the price. Where are you going to go on a Sunday afternoon when your mower craps out? Ain't going to the dealer.
Yeah, and what I do, if they decide to pay me cash, is I'll just save them the tax. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only deal I give them. So, save the taxes $20, I save you $20.
Sure.
That's how I do it. But the big landscapers around here, you guys were talking about these machines costing like $12,000.
Mm.
I got a couple customers that got like 6 walkers each.
Oh, they're
at
big
like,
bucks. Yeah.
at like 15 grand a piece. But where I'm at, you know, it's multi-million dollar
Sure.
places around here now. So
Yeah.
they are making the money, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we're close to that too here, Phil. I'm in Fairfield County. So, I mean, they call it the Gold Coast, you know, in Connecticut. And yeah, we've got houses that are 300 grand. We got houses that are 4 million. But
yeah, exactly.
Most of the guys with the big houses, you know, they'll farm it all out. But then you got the mom and pops and the $250,000 houses that do it by hand. So, you know, you get all types.
And far as like the landscapers, I rather work on homeowners stuff all day long.
Well, landscapers tend to want to own you when you start fixing their stuff.
Yeah, you know, you not so much they own me, but I set my rules down before I even start working on the machines and
Mhm.
say, look, you know, I got a regular job and I'll get to it when I get to it. If I can't do it, I'm going to tell them I'll call you when I can get to it, and that seems to work. But most landscapers have a backup machine anyway.
Yeah, true. Yep.
You know, if one goes down, they got another one that, you know, their backup is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's good in one way, but in the other way, I rather, you know, clean the carburetor on a push mower and make $100 quick, you know, or whatever. And you know,
Hey guys, I'm gonna get out right now. I have really bad connection, so
I guess he does.
As good as
I
that.
was going to say, I guess it does. All right, Phil. Thanks for stopping by. So, what's up, Mick?
Not a lot, buddy boy. I'm doing all right. Doing okay. I've done 3 videos today and found out my audio's no good, so I had to do the whole 3 videos all over again. That's
With the
kind of
new
great.
mic? The new microphone?
Yeah, I had a plug-in lavalier mic. I was just getting some static coming back from it, which I didn't realise at first. I had to go back and do them all 3 again. They're not biggies. They're just some subscriber videos at requests. So nothing too strenuous on the brain matter, just remedial stuff. So. But yeah, I'm chilled out. Riley boy's just gone to bed. Mrs. P's over the side of my settee. He's on Facebook, just sat over there, not doing a lot. There's Mrs. P. She's all chilled out. So yeah, just chilling out. Evenings our own.
Nice.
Hmm.
Yeah. How you doing,
Yeah.
Bone? Did you get that thing I sent you? Did it reach you?
Me, no.
You won a
I
prize,
didn't.
didn't you?
No, I didn't. But
I
I'll
thought you
take one.
did.
You got to
yeah.
use Scotty's mail service, whatever Scotty.
Email my address. Email your address. I'll send it. It might have been Breezy. Might be getting confused.
You guys want to see a sneak peek of my new project?
Only if it's really interesting.
It might be. Let me
then
figure
let's
this
see it.
camera out here.
Oh, here we go. This is going to take half
I
a day
think
just to
no,
do
no. I think I got this. Hold on.
that.
You want a camera or a phone?
We had
Phone.
this chat last. We had
I'll
this
say
chat last time, Boneyard.
Twist it 90 degrees. We'll get the full view.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh. Oh, Boland. Nice.
1963 Boland's tube frame.
Yeah. Nice.
I painted the frame.
I love the
and-
two chassis on those.
Yeah, I did that last night. Now I'm getting ready to.
Nice. Oh, Mick, there you go.
Oh my lord, why are you doing that to me?
Oh, no, wait. That's Briggs. That's Briggs.
Brakes. Yeah,
Yeah, that's Briggs.
yeah, that's the
The front
brakes.
cover looked like Tecumseh, but then when I
Tag
put
me
a
in it.
carburetor, I said, that's
Yeah. If it was a Tecumseh, I wouldn't even put it on there.
Briggs. Yeah, you and Mick are in the same group.
There you go.
They're
See,
okay.
Boneyard.
I work on them, but
Yeah.
they're not my favorite.
Boneyard, you don't have to explain yourself. Just stick to the guidelines, and they're crap. We all know they're crap. Apart
Now, is
from
that something you're doing for yourself, Boneyard?
Yeah, that's mine. Yep.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's
I
one
got
thing. I have one out in the backyard. You guys probably see when I show some of my videos. It's a Cub Cadet dual stick 1650. So you have dual hydraulics on it.
Yep.
And it's been sitting in the same spot for like a year and a half. And the spring fell off the ACR. So now the ACR isn't working. So you don't have enough juice to crank it. And it's so heavy. I don't really have anything that can tow it to bring it back down to my garage or my driveway to work on it, but I got to get it going because now everyone thinks it's a lawn ornament in my backyard.
Yeah.
I see AJP's in the house, and you were saying, Ken, that he he'd asked me about.
The Suffolk Punch 43. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it's one or the other, but they're pretty much the same. It's either an Iron Foundry engine or an Iron Horse.
Okay.
So it's not a BSA engine; it's Iron Foundry.
Mhm.
If you go onto the Facebook group Vintage Lawnmowers and ask for spares on there, someone will point you in the right direction, buddy.
He was saying how he had a stuck exhaust valve. He freed it up, but now it still won't start. And I said, you freed up the valve, but is it really sealing? I would do, a test on it with an air hose just to make sure, blow-by test, to make sure it's not.
Do a blow-by test. It's not uncommon. From what I remember, he was having some kind of not knocking noise. It was more like a whipping noise. When he pulled it over, you could hear something was a little bit slack. And from what I saw, I did comment on his video, where the piston rod meets the crankshaft on the journal.
Yep.
You have the two bolts that go the other side to clamp onto it.
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit of play in between the journal and the rod. That's quite common for an engine of that age. So I recommended to take the piston out, take the rod out, and drop the shaft, and then just have a look to see if there's any aluminium around the journal. Bit of sandpaper, a bit of acid maybe, and just take it back and see if that'll work.
If he hears like a whisper noise, that sounds like to me that a valve's not seating.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, I say whipping, a bit like a whipping noise. But when he actually had it all apart, he took the head off of it, and you could see when he rotated it, you could see there was quite a bit of slack between the piston rod. Yeah, you could just see a little bit of slack there. So
what I've done too is if you get a little bit of slap on the piston, I've sanded the rod cap a little bit if you don't really care about the engine as much. Take a few thou off, get rid of it, because really all the load is in the up and down direction, not at night.
Hell yeah, exactly.
All right, guys,
quite common over here.
I'm going to take off and get this engine apart, but I'll be in the chat. I'll be listening.
You got some bids coming on that, Boneyard, or what?
Yeah, well, I'll put a video up when I'm all done with it.
What I'd like to see, though, if you don't mind, the painting part of it, because I suck at painting, and I love the way you guys do your paint. If there ain't trick to what you do, throw something up.
Yeah, I will. When I paint
for me, it's just nice to see you, Boneyard. You know what I mean? I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you're all good. Nice to see you too, Mick.
All right, Boneyard. Take care,
all right, guys.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Later, brother.
And then there were two.
So what's with putting Tecumseh up on your screen? What's with that?
I'm just playing with the green screen. I figured I'd get you on that.
No, you're playing with my emotions.
I tell you, Mick, out of when snow comes, Tecumseh rules here. I'm serious. Every other machine that'll come in here is Tecumseh.
Yeah, I can't argue the fact, despite the fact we don't really have any cooling for snow blowers. We do get them over here, but we have no cooling for them. Yeah. The Tecumseh snowblower engines, they're a different breed of Tecumseh engines as far as I'm concerned. But I wanted to just come up because I watched your last video.
The one with the push rods?
Yeah, that was cool. Good diagnosis. Really enjoyed the video.
Yeah, I mean, I figured let everything go in there. Just let it in. Just boom.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, Nick. It took me. There was probably 6 clips that I put into one using an iPhone editor I have. I put in.
Did you really?
Well, I use an editor. It's free on the iPhone. I put in that quick thing where I did like you do, Mick. You start out real quick saying this video is about yada yada. Then you go into the intro. So I threw in the intro that Allie gave me, and then I put in 4 or 5 clips that I took because I'm not going to walking into the garage and back and forth to get tools. I'm not going to film that, So once I have the tools, and then I'll hit record again. But it puts 5 or 6 different clips. Then using this editor, it literally takes 10 minutes, and it automatically splices them together. So it's pretty cool.
There you go. And I think the biggest problem you were having was initially you're doing a 3-minute video because you want to just to show us what you were up to and then show us it running. But you say you stitched 6 clips together. I didn't see that. It looks seamless. It does. Yeah, it was nice. It flowed really well. So whatever it is you're doing, a 20-minute video, I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah. So, and I'll be honest, over the weekend, I got probably 20 subscribers over the weekend for whatever reason. You know, it's funny. The stream we did, it lasted 2 hours instead of my normal 1 hour. Got double the views almost. Unbelievable.
Well, this is what I'm saying. And, you know, same as Snob, although we poke in the ribs, after about an hour, people are just getting comfortable. They're just getting into the flow. You know, I know sometimes you push for time and what have you, but sometimes just going over that normal time limit over an hour, yeah, people are just getting settled. You know, so it's nice to see you yakking as well for a bit.
Yeah. Well, you guys do it at night, so you guys are getting ready for bed. With me, it's fresh in the morning, and that cuts into my repair for money time. So a little different. If I went on at night, you guys are long in bed. So,
but then if you want your English custom, that's what you got to do, right?
Well, that's it. And I'll be honest with you, the UK has supported me phenomenal. Absolutely. You know.
Hi, Dirt Rider. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Have you got new push rods coming, Fat Mower?
Say again?
Have you got new push rods coming, Fat?
I ordered them today. They'll be here Thursday. In fact, I talked to the dealer. I had never seen that before, and because Craig, my friend Craig Timmons that you see on here, he came on and was saying that you sure that the guides aren't bad or the seat isn't bad? And I'm saying, Craig, what happened? My diagnosis, and I put it in the comments, was the exhaust valve rocker arm adjuster screw backed out, fell out, as you could see it in the video, sitting in the rocker cover, meaning that rocker and the push rod fell out. It was just sitting in there. It wasn't bent because the exhaust always has a steel push rod. It wasn't bent. It was sitting there. But with the exhaust closed, where's the combustion going to go? The first thing it's going to do is work against the intake valve and bend that push rod, trying to overcome that pressure. And that's what happened. So I said to him, I bent the push rod back with my fingers. I put on a surface plate I had. It was within 1,000th of an inch. I said, let me try it. So I just went back, tightened things. You saw I just did it by hand. Yeah. Ended up, put it back together, turned the key. Man, ran like new. And I was like, okay. So I'm just going to replace the push rods. I'm not even going to take the head off.
What about the smoking issue? Is that a valve thing?
I don't know. You know, the head gaskets may be going on that. It's got 893 hours on it. So it may require it. But at this point, the funny thing is the customer – Mick, I don't know what it is. I live in a town that's fairly affluent, but I got a lot of cheap customers. And this guy, you know, he's calling me up, how much? And I said, look, I'll replace the push rods. It'll probably be $100 bill because what did I spend? 20 minutes, you know? So trip to the dealer, get the push rod, so I'll get paid. But I said to him, you know, there is a little bit of smoke in there. It seemed to clear up a little bit after I was mowing with it. I actually cut my grass with it. But to your point, yeah, could it be a head gasket? Could it be indicative of something else that's happening? Maybe. But at this point,
it might just be that the exhaust valve guide let go.
Yeah. But it's got seals on it too. You could actually see the rubber seals on top of the guides.
But because the other cylinder was working on its own, there could just be excess oil in the system and not being burnt off, and just needs a good run. And the machine was tipped up as well. Don't forget. Sure. Yeah, it could be any one of those, couldn't it?
Yeah, hopefully, you know, like I said, quick and easy fix and all that, so not too bad.
Yeah, but I just thought I'd let you know. Yeah, it's good video. I enjoyed that.
Hey, Dirt Rider, how you doing?
That's good. Did you enjoy doing it?
Oh yeah, like I said, quick fixes like that, and it was funny. My buddy Craig was saying, "Oh, Kenny, you misdiagnosed the other, or not? Who was it? Is it AJP?" Someone said you thought it was the right cylinder, and then I said, "You know what? Because I have very bad hearing in my right ear. I'm almost deaf in that ear. So when I was listening, I'm listening like trying to hear it coming out the intake manifold, and I thought I heard the hissing coming out, but it was probably just coming out the crankcase." And I thought it was coming out the intake because that side was perfect. Then when I opened up the other side and I saw that the parts were all dropped in there, I go, okay, I picked the wrong side. So, but no, very
well, in some respects, overdiagnosed. You could have just whipped off both covers to begin with and just had and bomb it. It would have shown itself. So, but at least you showed down a leak down test anyway, which is not commonly seen, is it?
Yeah, and I tell you, people, you can get those leak down testers at Harbor Freight here for $40, and they really work well. You know.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes though, I'll just use a compression tester hose and put 5 or 6 psi air in that. It doesn't really matter. But the thing is, people got to realize too, you start putting air into that cylinder, you better watch because they'll turn that flywheel, and you really got to watch.
Yeah. That's good. All good.
Yeah, Scotty Daniel. Good afternoon, Scotty.
Hi, Scotty. How you doing? Hope you're well. So, what's the idea with a green screen, then, Ken? What are you you're trying to get a little environment for yourself all set back
Well,
all set
I
out?
think people are getting tired of looking at my wife's bureau in the bedroom. You know,
Oh, I don't know.
so. But nice to have the green screen. Like right now, if you're looking on my screen where you see Ken's, I don't have a green screen up right now. I have very, very light green curtains in my family room, and that's what's showing as the green screen. It's actually using the curtains. So I went to a dollar store and I bought a tablecloth in green, but by the time you unfolded it, you could see through it. And when the sun came out, it would shine through, and it just negated the green screen. So it was kind of weird. But
might pay to get one of them roller blinds or something like that.
Something, yeah. But even like Snobby was saying, you got to be pretty flat with it. But I tell you though, those blinds in back of me, the shades are actually like pleated, and it still shows pretty good. So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I just figured, hey, like Snobby said, it's free. I can afford that, So yeah, I thought I was going to have to pay for green screen, but then StreamYard just came out with the free green screen, so why not?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, give it a
Nothing
go.
wrong with that.
Give it a go. Nothing to lose.
Yeah. So work tonight, Mick, or what?
No, mate. I got one shift this week.
Ooh.
One shift Thursday night, which means Mrs. P's got me in the bed for 3 nights, so that'll probably end up going down into tears.
Introduce yourself, Frank.
I'll introduce myself. Yeah, hi, I'm your husband. I know you don't normally have someone in the bed with you, but tonight I'll be sharing. So I just had dinner, which was quite nice. Had nice eggs, bacon, sausages, black pudding, beans, and hash browns. Very nice indeed. I just had that, and Riley boy pinched one of my sausages, or bits of it anyway, and he's come home from school in a not grumpy mood, but he's just very, very tired. So he had a bath and pretty much passed out after his bath. So he just had to be woken up and taken upstairs. I can't carry him no more, really. He's getting too big.
Yeah, here is Columbus Day holiday, so everybody, all the banks and schools, everything's shut down today.
Okay.
Yep. But it's funny now with Columbus Day, it used to be for Christopher Columbus, but now they're calling it like Indigenous Peoples Day. It's all good.
Okay.
Well, it's all political,
It's all interracial sort of correct.
Well, they're saying he promoted slavery and all that, so now they're not on statues.
So they don't want a statue, but they still want my day off, right?
Oh God, yeah. Absolutely. Well, they put up a statue today in New York City facing the Statue of Liberty of this Sister Mary, whatever her name was, Italian lady. I guess she was a saint or something, but they put the statue up. They had picketers all over the place because they're putting up a statue of someone Italian on Columbus Day. And I'm like, really? It's like putting up a statue of Mother Teresa and someone's going to bitch because, she was Catholic or something. I don't know. It just, I get sick of it,
If they don't put a statue up in Bognor Regis, it don't affect me. Therefore, I'm not really worried. Just get on with your life. Do you know what I mean? I don't do that sort of thing.
Unbelievable.
And I try and keep out of all that sort of mumbo jumbo if I can. I don't put up with much of it. So you've been busy today, have you?
Well, like I said, it was the anniversary of my father's passing 16 years ago. So I did the cemetery thing. I had some breakfast. I just, like I said, I started out, I was going to take a few hours off to go to the cemetery, but then I had a zone valve in my heating system. The solenoid went. Last night I'm up and I feel the air conditioning on. I go, why is the air conditioning on? And I look at the thermostat. It's like 76 degrees in the house. I'm like, why is it 76 degrees in the house? Because the furnace is non. But I have domestic hot water, so it always cycles on and off or whatever. So I walk downstairs, and the zone valves, they fail in the open position, so you don't lose heat in the winter. Well, it failed in the open position and threw heat upstairs. And I was like, man. So, and of course, it's a 30-year-old valve. I had to order the part, so I'm waiting for the dealer, the supply house, to call me to get it. It goes in with just a simple twist and 2 wires, but I have to replace. I hope they call me soon because I don't want to. Well, it's not really heating season here yet. I mean, but
Snobby says, "What's going on in Los Angeles?"
Oh, why? Something I missed?
Don't
know. It's probably something with Columbus Day, I'm sure. Although the Lakers won the basketball championship last night, so I know a bunch of stuff on there in tribute to Kobe Bryant and that stuff. But who knows? LA, it's a whole. You got New York here, you got LA there. 2 different types of people. I mean, crazy.
So I had a mower come in for repair yesterday, as per your live stream. Gentleman bought it in. Originally, he had traded one in against it because his one wasn't working. So I give him this 21-inch self-propelled mower, in exchange. And anyway, came back 6 weeks later, which was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "What's up with it?" He said, "It just won't rev up. It won't go on to high revs. Was working fine, and now just cuts out." Okay, so I was expecting fuel issues, but it's not. I said, "Have you touched it at all? Have you tinkered with it at all? Any shape or form?" No, I haven't touched it. No. So I took the air box off and what have you, and the spring that's on it is not the spring I fitted.
Really?
Yeah.
A little do-it-yourself high performance?
Well, this is the thing, is that when you do YouTube videos, and I like to think quite in-depth how-tos, I can actually see the spring I fitted was an original Briggs & Stratton return throttle spring.
Mm-hmm.
And the one he's got on there, it looks like a spring out of a biro pen.
Was that the one that's got the coils and the long end and the short
That's
end?
it, yeah, the long legs, yeah.
Yeah, we all know that spring, yeah.
Yeah. And the one I've got on there now looks like a spring out of a biro or Bic ballpoint pen.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to ring him up tomorrow and say, "Right, it's all done. Are you sure you didn't touch it?" And when he comes down, I'm just going to show him the video of the mower and then the photograph of what he's got.
Could he have brought it somewhere?
Well, he wasn't going to get a bill. I wasn't going to give him a bill. Just going to repair it and get it out the door. Simple fix. But when people blatantly lie to you, I can't stand that. So he's going to have a little bit of a bill. So, but no, that's all done. I've done that today, and I've done 3 videos twice, so 6 videos in all, and we're just down here rendering right now.
Now you do what, 2 a week? You said?
It all depends. If I have a good week, oh, okay. So what I do 2 videos and a live stream a week, pretty much standard every single week. That's what I do. But as of yesterday, I hadn't been in the shed for nearly 3 weeks because I have a backlog of videos. So I've just done another 3 videos today. I'll hopefully try and get another 2 or 3 done tomorrow, and that should then give me another 3 or 4 weeks off in the shed. So with what Phil was saying about growing a business and doing this and doing that, that's not me. I try. This is a hobby. I try to enjoy it, and I think if I'm in the shop every single day of the week, I'm not going to enjoy it. So I like to just nip in there as and when I want to. So I want to get my old vintage mower out tomorrow, give that a run, and cut my lawn with it, and then winterize that, get that ready for winter, tuck it away, and just start closing down the shop ready for winter, because it's soon approaching here. The temperature's already dropping, heating's already on. So I'll be into winterization stuff quite soon. And then just on the look for cheap stuff being sold just before Christmas. That's the idea.
I got to ask you though, how did you get Mrs. P to cut the lawn?
No. Honestly, she likes doing it. She likes doing it. The only reason I don't like her doing it is I used to have a big hater. There's a 48, quite a good one too. I paid good money for it because I had it for myself when I used to cut lawns commercially. So I've had it like 5 years, and I bought it 5 years ago, and I think it was about a 2012, 2013 model, so it wasn't very old, and hadn't been used commercially. Come with all the receipts. I paid good money for it, and she said, I was out one day, I think I was on my shooting estate doing something, and she rang and said, can I cut the grass? I said, yeah, cool. I said, pick a mower. She said, I'll use a big green one. So yeah, it's in my shed, take it out, whatever. So anyway, there's always fuel in my mowers, always. I never run them dry. And about halfway through, she rang me up and she said, "It's run out of diesel." I said, "What?" She said, "It's run out of diesel, but there's no diesel in the shed." So I went down the shop to get some diesel, and now it won't start. Oh, it smokes really badly. I said, "Please tell me you haven't put diesel in my lawnmower." Yeah, she had. So I'm not overly keen on her doing it, but. She likes to cut the grass. It's therapeutic. She likes having a nice tidy lawn, same as I do. So whoever gets a lawnmower first pretty much cuts it. But she's not overly conscious on stripes and what have you. How I like to stripe my lawn. She just likes it nice and short.
And you get a good sized lawn too in the back.
It's not a bad sized lawn, but I want to get it looked at this year because I want to get it aerated and scarified, and then I want to get about 4 or 5 ton of topsoil in, and I'm going to build a leveler just out of angle line and tie it to the back of a ride-on mower and just drag it around the garden. Just want to level out all my divots and bumps and just roll it. So I've got a bit of work there to do this year. try and level it away. When I cut it with a cylinder mower, it'd be nice and level. So there's a bit of work to be done there this year. But at the moment, we're just busy doing house upgrades. At the moment, we just had a new front door, new sliding back door, new front door steps have gone in. I've got a new bay window going in next week or week after. So we're busy doing some house renovations as well. So which is quite nice.
Oh, this is a time of year for that too.
Well, this bay window where I'm sitting, it gets all the wind because we're right on the coast here. It gets all the wind. So yeah, it's got a few drafts in it. So the people who had the house before us, I don't think they were bothered on upgrading at all. So yeah, that's been done. That's about 1,200 quid's worth just for a bay window. So
are you close enough to the shore where you get like salt effects on like wood and things like that, where the salt effect?
I dare say we probably would do, but not as close as others. You know, I'm about 2 miles from the coast.
Okay.
I'm about 2 miles, something like that. No,
I like how Dusty yesterday was telling where everybody was in relation to the UK.
Yeah, I'm right on the coast. I'm only about 2 miles away. But so yeah, just some house renovations, and not a lot else. There's no machines on the markets for sale. Nothing out there at all. I've looked and just can't find no machines at all. So
I have 3 Toros that I'm willing to give to Pate, but he hasn't shown up yet. So we'll see what happens.
You got 3 Toros for him?
They're just sitting there. Yeah, I mean, I could probably get him running and make a few bucks, but around here, Phil, he can sell a Toro for $150. Around here, I'm lucky I get $50. You know, people just use them around here for trimming. They don't really take them to cut their whole lawn. They'll have a tractor. They'll only use it for the slight trimming, so nobody wants them.
That's the problem I have is because I have that big magnolia tree in my back garden, and Riley's got his swing set. If they both weren't there, it'd be perfect for a ride on. But I can't get under the swing, so I have to get my self-propelled mower out. By the time I've done all around the edges, I may as well just cut it with self-propelled. You know what I mean?
That little ride on though you had, is that gone now?
No, I still got it. I may even keep it yet. So
because I have a snapper and I love it. I don't have a big lawn, and I have a little snapper rear engine, and I love it.
Yeah, it's a nice little mower. I may even keep it. It's a 30. It's either 30 or 32-inch cut. The problem I have is I put the new engine on, but that engine has only got a lightweight flywheel, an aluminium flywheel. So that's why possibly I'm getting a little bit of kickback from it, because obviously it was only used to turning over a 19-inch blade, not a 32-inch. So I may put a heavy-duty flywheel on it. That may assist it. But the original engine, which was a 6.5 overhead valve Intech Briggs engine, that I couldn't get to start for love nor money. But since I took that engine off, I've emptied the oil out. I say oil; it was 50% oil, 50% gas. So I looked in the fuel tank, nothing in the fuel tank at all. So I'm thinking that the needle and seat is let go, and that could be the fix.
That's a Briggs, though. What is that engine?
It's a Briggs overhead valves Intech.
Okay.
So I looked on.
Those needle seats always go in those. I put a shut off on every single Briggs overhead I ever get. I always do.
Yeah. So I looked online. I got the numbers off the engine and looked up the parts, and the new carburetor for that particular engine was about £70, which is reasonable, but I'm not paying that. So
I would just beware though, Mick, on those engines, there's 2 types of carburetors. There's the Nicky carburetor that has the cast bowl that's held in with the 2 Phillips screws, and there's the Walbro type that has a regular steel bowl held in by the fuel nut. Try and get the one with the steel bowl. They actually reproduce it. I was surprised, but
yeah, they do. I've got the Walbro one coming.
Briggs sells the Walbro, but it's $90 here.
Yeah, this isn't Nicky. This is a Walbro copy. So I've got a Walbro copy coming off of Amazon via China. That should be here next month.
How much was that? That was 70 quid, was it?
No, that was cheap. That was about £11, £12. And
the Nickies always hunt, always.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to bother with Nicky carb. It even comes with the right choke assembly as well. I haven't got to modify anything, so that's good. So that should get that should just get the machine started. If the machine runs fine, that'd be good. But all my belts are all it's gone rigid and what have you. So I looked up for a set of belts for that, and there's 4 belts on that thing.
Oh wow!
Yeah, exactly that. So you got a belt going from your boss to your to a pulley going back onto the onto the blade. You've got a drive tensioner. You've then got a transmission one as well, and there's another one for the off of the accelerator pedal. There's another one there. So there's 4 belts. Looked at the belts online, and they're anywhere between £80 to about £150
for the set.
Yeah, for the set, depending if you want Kevlar or not. I want Kevlar belts.
Now, you doing OEM or aftermarket Kevlar?
OEM. So I contacted my friend Ed, who is a sales rep for Pro Parts Direct in America, and he's very kindly offered to send them over free of charge if I pay for shipping.
Nice.
I've got to pay for shipping, so the shipping will be about £20, £25, and I get a set of $130 belts, complete set for that. So
now, is that include VAT?
That's it. That's all in. Yeah, that's all in. So I'm thinking by the time I get it all together, new carburetor on the original engine, get the engine running, new set of belts. That should run and drive pretty tidy. And then I can take the other engine off, and that's a Hater engine. That goes on a standard Hater lawnmower. So that's worth £80 to £100 on its own all day long. So I can sell that or just winterize it, and I've got a Hater myself, and I can just have it as a spare engine for mine. So it just sit in a bag and just collect dust. So yeah, I might keep my little ride on because it's a good little utility vehicle too. You can take the grass box off, and then you can use it to hump bricks up and down the garden or whatever you want. It's got a little pickup on the back of it which tips up as well. So it's just a good all round little vehicle. So I might keep it. We'll see. You know what I'm like, Ken. If someone comes in the backyard and says, I'll give you so much for it, it's going to be sold.
Everything's for sale.
Everything's for sale. Exactly that. So we'll just see how we get on. But I'm just envious just to get it up and running as it should do, because I'm getting so much slap coming through the accelerator cable. When you put your foot on the gas and you're tensioning up the pulleys, the belts are flapping about so much in there. So I don't know if I've got a pulley issue or if it's just where the belts are so solid. They're just sliding on the pulleys itself. So I did see a video of it being done, and they've gone from 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch belts now. They've actually upgraded the belts to 3/4 inch.
With the same pulleys though, or you got to upgrade the pulleys?
Yeah, no, exactly the same pulleys. I think it was actually manufacturer's fault initially. The belt, or somebody has put the wrong belts on it.
Yeah.
You know what it's like, Ken, when you get a machine in, the first thing you do if it needs a new belt is the first thing you look for is the identification code for that before you look on the computer to get the right one. So it's got 1/2 inch belts on it, but I looked at other videos and they got 3/4 inch belts on theirs. So that again could be the reason why it's slipping.
There's actually 5/8 belts too, and I've used those before. They're not as wide as the 3/4, because sometimes with the 3/4 it hangs out too much of the pulley. You wanted a little more engagement. So I know they sell 5/8. I know that.
Yeah, well, it may very well be 5/8 because I don't want it too thick because they're going to rub against the belt guides. So we'll see how we get on. I just want to get up and running, and it's going to be worth a good amount of money to be sold next year. But one thing I do want to get up on the road is my MTD front wheel tiller. It's got a gearbox issue where it goes into forwards and reverse and neutral, no problem, but the tines won't engage. There's nothing there. So it's lost engagement.
That's not the one you used for your trench, is it?
No, this is the bigger one I had beforehand, that real big boy.
Okay.
So I've still got that. That's in my shed. I put a Chinese copy carb on that one, which runs sweet as a nut, but that'll be coming back in, engine off, gearbox off the frame, and I'm going to split the gearbox and then have a look inside the gearbox, see what's up with that. It may be too far gone. I'm guessing it's, from what I'm reading on forums, it's a bit like a clutch fork on a clutch.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that apparently,
Mhm.
and they're quite prone for those to go. From what I'm hearing, the repairs are not as successful as they should be.
Yeah.
But it's 2014.
Yeah.
No, 2011 model. So it's gone from 11 to 20 already with no problems. So you would have thought with brand new parts, it should be okay.
Now, have you had it for a while, or was it a customer's machine?
Oh no, someone give it to me. Someone just
Yeah.
text me say you can come and get it, have it. And
Oh,
I thought, well, I'm quitting. I've already sold it once. I sold it for like £500.
Mm.
And within an hour, I gave the money back. Gutted, but I'm determined to have a gearbox off of that and have it apart and get it looked at. See if I can't repair it.
Yeah, my wife came home yesterday from a friend's house, and they said, "Oh, they got a Craftsman lawn tractor in their driveway. It's yours. Take it." I go, "What's wrong with it?" It just doesn't run. I go, "No, but what's wrong with it?" It just doesn't run. And they're like, "What are they gonna do with it?" "No, just take it." I'm like, "I mean, just take it." "Oh yeah, he bought another one." I'm like, "That's the way it is in my area." I mean,
Yeah.
people tractors that cost $1,200-$1,300. They use them for a few years, and then I get another one.
It's crazy because over here you can't pick a ride-on track truck for anything less than about £600 in half reasonable condition. You can pick anything up with a rusted deck on it, you know.
Sure.
But that's the money breaker, right? If the deck's no good,
Yeah.
you know,
I've seen decks run with a lot of daylight in them.
Oh yeah, I understand that. But the chance of if a deck's gone, then the spindles are not up to much cop generally, and so it continues, you know.
Well, the no grease fitting spindles that they always throw on them, it's stupid. And then even the ones with the grease fittings, you've seen it. They use double sealed bearings, so the grease isn't going anywhere. Pump it all you want, you know.
Yeah. I saw Donny Boy do a video on that where they actually had greaseless spindles, but with a grease port on it. That's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, I'll go in there and I'll whip out the seals. I'll take the seals out of the insides of the bearings, and I'll take a piece of tubing to make up a lot of that inner space, so you don't have to use a pound of grease. And then I'll pack it by hand. So then when I put the grease gun on, it will actually grease the thing. But you can blow the seals out too, so you got to watch.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a good noise though with freshly greased spindles. You could definitely hear a nice smooth deck, you know.
Yeah. I did find a nice old John Deere the other day. I don't know what model it was. It was really nice. I'll probably say it's about 1980s. It had a really square, boxy style bonnet to it. Really nice. No front lights in it or nothing. And the bloke wanted like £300 for it. The deck was absolutely gone. But I just thought, what a great little pulling tractor that would be.
Mm-hmm.
It was really nice. I was tempted, but I haven't got money for my own little projects at the moment. You know, rather just be trying to run the hobby.
Sure. Sparky, you touch your nose, buddy. There we go. Hey, Spark.
Oh, Spark.
Hello there.
Oh, look at this. We got Mr. Briggs too. He's touching his nose. Hey, give me the thing.
Tell him to touch his teeth.
Oh
yeah. What's that all about?
You got to turn
all well,
Mr. Silhouette.
Silhouette. We've had a busy day, so just
to clear the air here. I got an email from a viewer, and I had told this to Mick, who said we were making too much fun of you, Scotty. And I just want to clear the air. You know, it's all in good fun.
They don't bother me. I think it's funny.
No. This guy was serious. He emailed me. He said we were picking on you and Conquer too much, and we really got to keep it friendly. And I said to him, I said, listen, in all due respects, it's all in fun. We all love each other. It's just, we just have some fun with it. I think he took it too seriously. He must have gone on there when we were getting on you and Conquer, and it affected him because he emailed me, you know.
Email him back, say, hey, I don't care. I'm enjoying these things.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just saying, you know. I think you look good with them. I think it made you. It probably took gave you 5 more years. You know.
Have they settled in yet?
No.
You do look like the head on my Ken Small engine.
Yeah, definitely.
You really do. Yeah.
Oh, I get the pipe wrench out. You take a picture and have a live one.
You just look like about 90% happier. Everything you do.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be happy if they'd close.
Hey, Snobby was saying something about something happening in L.A. Did you hear anything, Scotty? Is there anything going on in L.A. right now?
It's California. Nothing surprises me.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we got people trying to take over the governor of Michigan.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Well, Lucky he filmed a Trump rally yesterday. All people driving by for some Trump rally. He had it live on his stream.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
No. So what's up, Sparky?
Now it's a long day. I've been on video call with the government body, and I've been treated like trash. So yeah, like normal. So like normal, nothing to do about it.
Someone was saying over there they're going to cut your trash pickup from 1 week to 4 weeks or something.
I don't know what they're doing, but they know they're cutting the minute. Basically, we had somebody from the government department contact me, and they discussed my illnesses. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they said, basically, you look fine. I said, well, you haven't got a clue. Have you got my doctor's paperwork in front of you? Oh yeah, but we just don't see we don't see how they can see that. So yeah, and the lady put down as only seen paperwork. The stupid here, absolutely pathetic.
Oh.
So, yeah, they reckon spina bifida is a day-to-day illness. Is nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that's how you tell. That's it.
If they ain't got to pay it out, they don't want to pay it out. Simple as that.
Mm.
That's exactly it. You said it.
That ain't the same. It ain't just the UK. It's everywhere, isn't it?
That's it. So you look. You working tonight then, Mick?
No, it took us 9 months. Me and Mrs. P took 9 months to go to court to fight for Riley to have disability living allowance because it was a syndrome that not a lot of people ever heard of. They then consider that to be non-serious. So me and Mrs. P had to go to court, didn't we both? Go to tribunal and fight the case. It only took them 20 minutes in tribunal just to agree to it. So.
Be nice to have them come over your house and live with it for a day, right?
Just live it for an hour on a bad day. Live with Riley for an hour on a bad day. You'll see what it's like. Well, in fact, one of our friends has just sent a Facebook post. I think it's on a closed group, but no one can see. Their son, he's in 1920 now, and he's just completely remodeled the bathroom sink, like took it off the fucking wall.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's that. And that was just due down to a meltdown. He just lost his rag. So, yeah, he's just did you smash it off? What did you do? Headbutt it or what?
He's been punching it for a while today.
Oh, he's been punching a porcelain sink and smashing.
And he didn't break his hand? Wow.
We don't feel a lot of pain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Riley feels pain, especially when I smack him outside the back of the head. I love that little boy. Yeah,
that's the way discipline used to be, right?
Yeah, he's a good boy. He don't need clout. My voice is enough. He goes and runs for his mummy and hides under his mummy's little wing.
I can see that.
Let's see.
He does. Oh, he does. Yeah, mummy. Yeah, that's it. Mummy puts a little wing out and he hides underneath the wing. Doesn't he? Don't look at me like that. He does. Yeah, look at your little face. Look. Yeah, you know.
Hi, old tech.
So how's your day been, Mr. Briggs? What have you been doing?
Getting ready for work.
Oh, you're getting ready. Oh, you're a night trunker, aren't you?
Yep, but I can't go until 9 o'clock tonight.
Why is that?
Because the new truck burned up, so they gotta get a new one.
Oh,
I didn't burn it up. The weekend driver did.
Hello.
oh my Lord, Arthur Shelby's come in the house.
We had a
Arthur?
bus. Yeah, the other day we had a bus that's going from like about 2 hours away from us without no water in the tanks.
All right.
That was quite spectacular. Smoking all the way there.
How you doing, Arthur?
All the way there.
One more. We got David coming too. Hey. Now we got a full house.
Are you there, Arthur?
Oh, sorry, I couldn't.
Yeah,
I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, living the dream.
David, you gotta shut up
again.
again.
There we go again.
Man, Dick looks like my nephew.
Can you all see me?
Good looking
Yeah,
chap.
David, shut off your YouTube, David.
There we go again.
Oh,
Looks like my nephew.
Can y'all see me? David, shut off your YouTube.
Click off the YouTube.
Yeah, okay. All right. Here we go.
This is like yesterday all over again. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's quite funny, really, wasn't it?
He'll be back.
What's up? What's going on, Dick?
Just sorted the kids out, mate. So I've just come out.
He's just
Is
trying
it
to
that
find
they
a gap.
don't know how to find you in that shed or what?
What's that, sorry?
Is that they don't know how to find you? I know they found you in the van. They don't know how to find you.
They're tucked up in bed now, behaving themselves,
Oh, okay.
which is a rarity.
Is the gaffer tape working okay for him? The gaffer tape?
Yeah, I tend to lock them in a cupboard. It usually works.
Good lad. Good lad. I've just ordered, or going to order some of them banners, Dick.
Yeah, they're good, mate. Off of Viva.
Yeah. I've asked them if they can do me a Briggs, a Honda, a Mountfield, a Hater, banner.
David, shut up. YouTube.
Yep. There I am.
All right, there you go.
Yeah,
Beauty.
yeah. It's some reason it's this this Chrome thing.
No, I got a Chrome. I do everything here off a Chromebook. I know.
How whoa, Ken? Come on, it ain't just a Chrome thing. It used to be user error when you was first on it.
Oh,
I've had a bad day today.
Uh-oh, sorry there, David. So, Dick, what's going on?
I've literally just got in here. So there's loads to be getting on with, but it's rummaging for all the. It's a bit of a dump at the minute.
Well, I did say to you, Dick, all you need to do is buy a cat because you saw enough room to swing a cat in there. Always got.
Oh, what happened? Did we lose him? It's still showing in the basement, just black. He shut off his camera.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe he's trying to swing his cat.
Yeah, he's still showing. It's just black in the. Oh,
he's gone now.
No, we lost him.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get him back.
Yeah, the bus was going like I say steady speed all the way back, and it was like the bus. Put it this way, the smoke from the engine was unreal, and it just didn't like what did he do? The driver just said, "I'm putting my foot down, getting to where I need to be, and I'll fill the tank up later. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, I see you, Mick. I see
Briggs,
you.
Mr. Briggs, are you smiling at me? Baby,
No,
come here.
not.
Come here, look at Mr. Briggs.
I ain't smiling at no one.
Look at Mr. Briggs. Come on, look. He got new teeth. Look. He can't help it. Look, he can't shut his mouth. Look, it's stuck.
I ain't smiling at you.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. Just I seen some little punks in your teeth there, buddy. Better take care of your teeth, or we'll see you gluing this.
There's nothing wrong with mine. Mine is fine.
Yeah. Well, take care of them, buddy, or you'll be doing the same thing.
How old are you, Mr. Briggs?
52.
Yeah, I've got another 10 years on you. Mine will be out by then. Don't worry about that. I'll take mine out.
Got a pair of pliers.
Yeah.
No, actually, Dennis told me I was going to lose him when I was 18. I'd lose him by the time I was 25. I fooled him. I had him spray. No enamel.
Because you're a gobby in the pub. That's what my dad said on his mind.
No enamel. I had enamel sprayed on him every year. It didn't work.
Sorry, mate.
Where have you been, Dick?
Nope.
I don't know what happened there, but Mrs. tried to ring me. Something was going off, and the kids were playing up, and my phone just went off. I don't know what was.
I thought you were trying to swing your cat.
Well, I've got no chance of that, you know. No chance of that.
Man, Dick gives me claustrophobia every time I look at that shed, man. He looks like he's shitting his head.
Well, all it is, it ain't. All it is, you see, because he doubles up as Arthur Shelby, what he's actually doing is pretending he's in one of the tunnels in France.
It looks like he got an old outhouse and turned it into a little man cave.
Well, that's it's effectively what it is. Yeah.
He's tunneling, I tell you.
It's got a sign on it saying "No women allowed" in it.
Yeah.
It's the garrison.
Briggs, shut up.
He can't hear
Shut up, old man.
you. Ken,
So,
Briggs is talking to you.
Engines, how was your day been then? Have you been up to anything nice?
I'll send that
Behave.
parcel off. I'll send that parcel off tomorrow, Dick.
Lovely, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get it all done tomorrow. So
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
all done. On its way to you.
So David, what are you working on today? Anything?
I'm working on a Craftsman B210 leaf blower. Leaf
Oh,
blower.
nice.
Guy brought it to me, and took this off to take the recoil out of it, and I put it back together, put the handle back on there. Now it won't start.
Are you
So
talking
now-
those ones that look like a box with no drop throttle?
Yeah, it's kind of like. Can you say it?
They're a piece of shit. Excuse my
Yeah,
French.
they're
Sorry.
crap. Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta watch on those because is that the kind that has the what do they call it? The extra start. So you only pull it lightly and it like double winds it. Or...
Yeah.
Easy
Got a
start.
real,
Yeah.
real short
easy
start
start.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Easy start, easy
Yeah.
stop.
Is it not starting because it hasn't got a spark then, or has it got a spark? Or
I haven't tested it yet to make sure.
is that
One
a suck
thing-
and, is that a suck and blow?
Yeah,
You know who makes them, don't you?
Is it lift it up a touch?
Whoops.
Oh, frozen there. Lift it up a touch.
Lift it up so we can see where the bottom is across from the recoil. Yeah, there you go, Mick. It's got the hinged side. So you
Yeah.
put the block.
See, there'd be a separate switch on that. So you'd have a switch up the top, and then you'd have a switch behind the black cage as well. And if that black cage is not closed properly, then it won't start. Two switches.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. One thing on those though that I would do though, if it's easy enough to do, is pull the muffler just to make sure you have a scored piston. Because if you don't have compression, and with those easy starts, it's hard to tell if you have good compression.
Yeah.
It feels like when you pull on it, it does feel like it's got good compression.
But they do.
But it's
But
really
they
short.
do. But they do.
You're
That's
pulling
the problem.
against the easy start spring, so it's
Yeah.
making you think it's got a lot of compression. It may
Yeah.
not.
Pull the exhaust off and have a look inside. Have a
that's
little
all.
torch there. Anyone want one of these? Boom.
Yeah. Limited edition.
Dick wants one. I know he does.
Cover up my bald head.
Yeah, he can't.
But Mick, weren't you saying you paid a lot for those, right? Like over 20 quid or something?
£78 they are on eBay, mate. Each if you want one.
Now is that signed? You got to sign it in a silver Sharpie.
I sign it in gold leaf. No, sorry, not gold leaf, amber leaf. No, yeah, I was talking to Snob the other week about it. He's got a bloke might be a bit cheaper, but they're quite good quality caps. I don't know what quality Snobbies are like. They look pretty good. I'm not sure, but I know that they had what do you call those American ones? They called like a flat cap, not flat caps.
Snapback.
Snapbacks, yeah, that's it, yeah. That's the
right,
snapback ones. They're like £24 just for the cap without even putting it on them.
Wow.
Shocking.
Piece of crap.
Is what it is. I think you should get your logo done on some caps, Ken. You could do a collaboration with your logo.
Someone
and
was
Briggs'
telling me
teeth.
to do the winter caps. You know, the ones that don't have a brim. The winter caps, the cloth ones. They say you can get those pretty reasonable embroidered.
Yeah. The difference is with embroidery or just having it vinyl printed. That's the difference in price. You get it embroidered, it can be quite expensive.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a problem. It's getting dark early now, though. Dick, isn't it?
Yeah, the drawing, the notes are drawing in now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's getting cold. There's my boy. He's eating his dinner.
Yeah.
1 of 4. So yeah, I've ordered some banners then, Dick.
Yeah. What
Hopefully got about
com-
6 banners coming. Hopefully.
I've think I had mine off Signs. Was it
Say again.
24? Signs 24/7. I think I got mine off. I think that they worked out the cheapest.
Say again, Dick.
I said I think I got mine off Signs 24/7. They was the cheapest on eBay.
About 10 quid.
Yeah, about 8. Yeah, about 8. Between 8 and about 12 quid they worked out. But you can get them custom made to the size you specifically want.
It's only for the front of the shed, like it's all.
Yeah, I've got a Briggs one at the front, and I've got a few others in
Keep
there.
losing you guys.
Well, you won't get much done there, David. Just sat on the phone doing nothing, mate. Will you? Not get that machine fixed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, David, you gotta do like you can start working while we're talking. That's all right. A lot of people do that when they come into the stream. We just watch them work.
I ended up owning this tractor. Guy didn't want to do the work, so I ended up keeping it. So I got to do some work. And I've had all kinds of different things going on today.
I had a guy that emailed me. He wanted me to do a video on how to wire a tractor from scratch, like if it had no wiring. And I said to him, I said, that's sort of like an open question because how many safeties are on it, and all that. It could be anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
What to bypass? What not to bypass?
Oh, I got an email this morning from Richard Rawlings.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
You know him or what? From the Gas Monkey?
Well, actually, I've been following him on Twitter and all that and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I connected with him on LinkedIn, and he started giving me his WhatsApp and all that stuff, and got in contact with me. And I guess he saw some of my stuff and saw some of my videos, and
onwards and upwards, celebrity baby.
He does that garage renovation thing. I mean, if you could get him to come to your place and do that, that would be phenomenal.
Yeah, it'd be cool. That would mean a lot to me.
Sure.
And, they give me a bigger shop, and
I met him once.
So.
Yeah, he's usually in my state when we have the casino, when we do the car auction. Mm-hmm. When the auction company's at the casino, he usually stops by.
I met him at his restaurant when I went in there at when I was over the road in Dallas.
Oh, okay. Wow. Now he's another one who's got the real good marketing brand. He's got his name everywhere.
Yeah. It'd mean a lot to me if I could meet him. He's been a kind of a inspiration to me too, and I watched a lot of his shows. And
well, hey, make sure you drink light beer.
Yeah,
he started out as a paramedic, fireman, and then he did that. What is it? The Cannonball, and he won the Cannonball Run.
Yeah, Cannonball Run.
Yeah. So nice guy.
I like to move out of Kansas and come out towards you guys and make a better name for myself. And there's nothing here out in Kansas. I mean,
well, you got tornadoes, right?
Yeah, we got small ones.
Yeah.
But there's just nothing here. And
yeah,
I mean, I got a little business, but it's just not giving me enough to
sing your teeth in.
So
it takes time.
I was there one time on business, and I was just amazed at how flat Kansas is. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's pretty flat.
It takes a bit of time to build
like
it up.
Boy.
Yeah.
Don't it, Ken?
Hey, Tampa.
Yeah, I realize my name is out there, but
it takes time, bruv. It takes time.
So.
And all of a sudden, next thing you know, you've got too many machines to chuck a stick at, too many projects on the go.
Yeah.
So be thankful for your quiet time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
I find myself on the internet more than I should. I'm advertising more on the internet than getting out and getting myself noticed, showing my face and everything and showing my name. I'm also thinking about changing my name, but I can't figure out. I want something that has a click, get people to notice more and show more of my work.
To be perfectly honest, David's Small Engine Repair sells it to me.
Yeah.
So,
You got to get a logo though, an emoji or a logo or something, so you can get recognized.
Yeah. See, I like that. The guy kind of, when I had this first shirt made, the guy kind of showed me. I kind of told him what I wanted, and instead he kind of, I wanted my name to go all the way across the back instead of being, David and then Small Engine Repair, and they have a logo. He kind of picked out the logo and he showed me the logos, and this is the one I picked, and now I think I want to
stand up, turn around. Let's take a look. Let's see what it looks like. Let me get you blown up here. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you? The stick mower there?
So the first thing you want to do is, in my opinion, is go to a proper designer and have it so it's a transparent background. Okay, it looks more professional.
Yeah.
So pay a little money and get someone to design it properly for you. Yeah. And then once you've got it, you can then have it altered into different colors, different backgrounds, and what suits. But what works for me is just get yourself some little stickers made up, some small ones, and when you do a repair, put it on the blower, put it on the strimmer, put it on the mower, put it on there, and then no matter where that mower goes in the next 15, 20 years, your name's on it.
Yeah.
And by the time the first season's over next year, you've done 100 pieces of equipment. That's 100 bits of free advertisement you got.
Yeah.
And like you said, Nick, people don't mind the transparent sticker because you still see the color of the machine, and it doesn't take away from it. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly that.
See, there's a lot of guys. There's not a lot of places that do real good work.
You can just go on the internet and
eBay,
eBay, and just tell them what you want, and when they send it over for proofing, if it's not what you want, you say no, that's not what I asked for, and just work with them. It might take you 3 weeks. Just work with them.
There's a guy I'm talking to now. All he wants is $10 to modify the artwork, so that's reasonable. I just went on eBay. I looked at stickers. You pick out what you want. I sent him my logo here. He goes, "Oh, I can make that a little nicer, prettier, whatever." I said, "How much?" He goes, "We'll throw in an extra $10." I was like, "Wow."
That's it.
I mean, the other day somebody asked me to make QR codes from QR code stickers for somebody with their phone number on it, and it was quite funny, really, because it would come in handy a lot from doing the QR.
Yeah, Dick, you got the same thing as Jeremy has, right?
So again, sorry.
With the sick mower.
Yeah, mine. I think
you got the same one as Jeremy has.
Oh, cool.
Mine's just a generic one off Google.
Cool.
I think
Yeah,
yeah.
it's all right as long as you're out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
If not, just get yourself onto YouTube and do a couple of tutorials on Photoshop and just design your own. It takes a bit of time, but you get what you want.
Yeah, I like to get where I can be able to sell my apparel and stuff and sell my design.
Once you've got your logo,
and
it's sorted, you can just send it to anybody. You can get cozies made up or coasters or whatever you want, But don't get too
big.
Don't get too wound up in that. Is my opinion.
Yeah, you'll be spending on a lot of inventory and a lot of money.
I mean, I do a giveaway, on my channel. Pens, bottle openers, key rings, stickers. Okay, they're nothing big, right? But each item cost me about £3.50 to post. It cost me about £1.99 to £2 to purchase the item. I'm actually losing money giving them away, losing money hand over fist. But it's free advertisement, So you just need to concentrate on your customer base first. Without customers, you haven't got an income. Without income, you can't get no merchandise. So start at the beginning, work way forward.
Damn,
that's my advice.
Oh, you lost him. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
some reason my internet just keeps going out. I'm on that Google Fiber crap, and it's very weak.
Well, I've got to go, Ken. Mrs. P's just put a film on, so I'm going to sit and watch this film.
Yeah, we're at an hour and a half now. I'm going to cut it. Like I said, I just wanted to go on and play with the green screen, but I appreciate everyone coming on board.
Yep, Ken, you're becoming a bit of a
Thanks for
live
having me.
stream whore at the moment. You're just live streaming into it.
That's it. I'm telling you. All right, guys.
Check you later.
We got
Take care, Joe.
Sparky,
Take care, everyone.
Scotty, David, Dick. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, everybody.
Okay, mate. Have a good one. Take care on the chat. Bye, mate.
Night all.